It's my superior and a great honor to present here today. Thank you all my beloved and my troubled students come back here today. Actually, it's a really a very pathetic condition and we all are facing a great problem, but we have to come with some sort of ideas, some sort of thought and energy and power to buckle down and generate our talent and caliber and improvement. So thank you once again for being here today. Today I am covering about the portion of the introduction. Actually, there are many students that are finding difficulties how to introduce what are the main factors, because when you are facing an interview, when you are joining an institute, any college, and wherever your teacher, your faculty tell you that please stand up and give your introduction. That moment of time you were quite nervous, you were feeling really distracted from what are the exact amount, what exact thought, what are the exact confidence required to understand exactly how to introduce yourself, what are the factors. I'll tell you. Thus, the factor will comes to you that how to introduce in a better, so simple and so confidently that interviewer, maybe the teacher, the principal, the director, and wherever you're facing, tell somebody is asking about to introduce yourself. Your tone, your word, your sentence is like must be so confident and so be super energetic and super confident. Actually, what exactly is introduction? I'm asking you question, what exactly introduction? What is introduction? Actually, introduction is nothing but it is the parameter scale of checking your abilities, checking your confidence, checking your talent and ability, exactly what amount of the work you have, what amount of talent you have, what amount of energy you have, the expressing of this idea, that is called introduction. That means internally there is no matter what exactly, what's your name, where you belong to, that no matter, but how well you can speak, that is the matter, and that is called introduction. So today all my beloved and my true blue and my super ultra smart student come back here today. I'm going to teach you how to give a super introduction so simply and so easily and so confidently. The first, I have given an entire project, entire things to work on into giving a kind of introduction. The first approach is that, see, I have covered with a formal introduction. The first is that I am myself called. You have to put your name, I am myself called, then put your name itself. Now, the second approach is that the second part is that son or daughter. If you are a girl, you have to mention I am a daughter of and your father or mother name. If you are a son, then you have to say son of and your father or mother name. Now the third thing will come like I born and raised. We have given three options, like I born and raised, second I born and grew up, and the third is I born and brought up. You can use anything, any one of these three. That is very simple. That means it is asking about where you born, where you born, tell me the place, and I put here in and at. You can see here in and at, but remember, in can be used for the big city, the town, that is big city, the big town. You can use in. Just suppose that I born and brought up in Patna. So Patna is a big city. I born and brought up in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is a big city. But if I'm talking of this small place, then you have to use at. Like I'll tell you the example. I born and grew up at Jahanabad. Jahanabad is a small place. So it's very simple. You can use where you born. Suppose you born in big city, big town, and you can use in. And if it is a small town, a small village, you can use at. Now this next portion is that about my alma mater. Actually, what do you mean by alma mater? Alma mater means your school, your college, your university, that comes under alma mater. So you can say about my alma mater, I am pursuing my diploma engineering and from JPIT. That if suppose you are from JPIT student, you have to write JPIT. And then next is that your ambition, what exactly you want to, what's your that's branch major part. What exactly you belong to, like civil branch, you belong to like a mechanical branch, you belong to electrical branch, whatever you have to mention. The fifth point, that most and very crucial and very confident part, is that my ambition is to become. What's your ambition? What's your motto? What's your aim? What's your mission? What your vision? And that kind of ambition will come to your mind. Then it decide that what kind of attitude in you have, what kind of perception you have, where you think. You think paramount. You are thinking about the climax. You are thinking about the acme. That all about itself. So you decide yourself what exactly you want to be. You will become a proficient engineer. You want to become an electrical engineer, you manager, and whatever, CEO, and whatever you can decide yourself. You mentioned in this next point, my strength are. I told you everybody has their strength. You have to elaborate. You have to evaluate your strength and just tell just before the boss, before the people, before the person, and before whatever. So my strength are. I'll send you. I have already sent you. There are so many strengths as per your talent, as per your caliber, as per your energy, and as per your improvement. You have a great strength. So you have to give your strength. What kind of strength you have? Now next point is that my weaknesses. Weakness, don't never disclose, never say weakness. That means you sleep 10 hours, you are lazy, you are lethargic, you are sluggish, like don't you are watching that all kinds of videos. I used to have the habit of watching videos all the time. Never mention your weakness. Will be also kind of a smart weakness, because you are not going to put yourself that I have a negative attitude. I have a great positive attitude. What exactly the weaknesses that you have to discuss is that. Now next, my hobbies. What exactly hobbies? What are the hobbies you have? You are driving and listening and watching, and what kind of? You have to be specific. Don't write. Don't explain too much of hobbies. One or two hobbies are enough for you to explain the introduction. So I have covered the first portion about the formal introduction to introduce in a best way to understand what exactly, how you can, how confidently and how easily and how perfectly you can introduce yourself. That is the simple logical concept to understand all my beloved and my troubled student. Now I'm going to cover the next part, is that. So I have given many format to basically and logically to understand my student exactly how to introduce yourself. There are different videos, different format, as you feel, as per your comfortably, as per your choice, as per your feasibility, that you feel I am perfect, I can introduce better way, no problem. I never told you that my introduction format is perfect. My introduction format is absolutely absolutely perfect for you. You can give your own introduction. Actually, introduction means what? You want to impress. You want to express. You want to impress and you want to express yourself. That is called introduction. If you are guided by some intellectual person, you are guided by some professors, you are guided by some instructor. You're guided by many people. I'm not criticizing anyone, but the main motto and main target is to give an introduction, to impress and to express. So how to impress and how to express yourself, that is called personal introduction. So see, I have given one more format here. You can go through that video so you can better understand exactly how to introduce yourself as per your comfortably, as per your feasibility, that you better understand about how to introduce yourself. These are the format you can better understand. You can better guide, better what's your abilities, what's your talent, what's your caliber. You can define well. So now another format I am displaying here about the self-introduction. It is very simple. It is for basic academic student self-introduction. And now there is another also format that I have been sent to you. You can go through that as per your choice and as per your perception. You can go to your introduction. Now see, I told you to my beloved and my bona fide student, if you want to improve your English, if you want to improve your speaking abilities, if you want to improve your talent, if you want to improve, you can speak English so fluently and so confidently, you have to perform some sort of activities. So you have to perform, you have to do some sorts of evolving and comprehensive thought, comprehensive activities to improve your English, that you can speak English so confidently and so perfectly. Then you got a immense and enormous kind of confidence. So I told you to perform that first activity, that you have to write your activity in your diary and tell the snap and send back to me. That is a real approach to understand what kind of things is. So first thing is that you have to write your daily activity. Don't write daily routine. Daily routine and daily activity is somewhat the radical difference between daily activity and daily routine. So please write down daily routine. Don't write daily routine, write daily activity. What exactly happened today, that you have to write down. The second thing is that do one exercise translation. It's better to now the second thing is you have to make your exercise about one lesson of you have your personal translation book. So please solve one exercise translation. It is better to have the part of exercise should be like time and days. Actually, with the speaking terms, if you want to improve, if you want to evolve, if you want to elaborate your speaking abilities and speaking confidence, you have to make your translation, because and it is something, it will support you and assist you and have a great approach and conducive approach to understand and to speak so boldly and so confidently. You have to make your one lesson translation. And the third thing is that you have to watch and listen so sharply and so keenly. Better to have your earphones, better to have your headphones. That will be good for you when you're watching something, when I'm sending you any kind of link. Actually, it depends upon your grasping abilities, it depends upon your grokking abilities, it depends upon your understanding level. Then what level of videos, what level of English you can understand. If you are a learner, if you are a beginners, then better to have watch like a cartoon type English story, like a story of 10 minutes, story of 5 minutes. That will be good. That's why I mentioned here, you can better to watch like English fairy tales. This is for learners and beginners whose English is really weak, and everybody have the strong desire, everybody has they want to speak English so confidently and so powerfully, and they are trying so hard, and they are finding himself like where is there some kind of clues, some sort of hint, some sort of areas that you better understand, you better speak English so confidently. Because English is not only language, English is like your ego, English is like your attitude, English is like something, it is like a career, like ambition, totally different parts and totally impressive part. So I know everybody wants to improve English. I understand very well. So now for learners and beginners, you have to say. And now the last fourth advice and strong recommendation to my all beloved and troubled student, to please send your recording. Record your voice. Always record your voice. When you start recording your voice, then some changes, some evaluation, some elaboration will happen to you personally. Actually, nobody wants that. Nobody actually understand that what level of English I have, what are the levels of me, about me and about my, what exactly, can I speak English, or when I speak English, what could be my voice? You have to listen, you have to record your voice. When you start recording your voice, it is the best improvement of yourself. When you start listening your personal voice recording, then you're trying yourself to improve better way, and you try to evaluate better way, you try to improve better way. That is the best practice to my student. And for like you have the good English, then you have the better understanding, you have to go to like improve English while sleeping approach. That will be so far so good, and hopefully this will be quite perfect. and quite conducive to my student. Now for some of the student, they think that English is quite easy. You understand about the small story of like cartoon type story, that is okay. You can go through the listening practice of English, and if you're enough, you're good at English, you're good at English, then the first prior approach is that you have to improve your tone, you have to improve your diction, you have to improve your pronunciation, and for that you have to watch like American, Britain and England and Scotland and different parts of the country. I never advise, don't go for Indian people, because there are millions of mistakes, millions of incorrect pronunciation in Indian English. So please don't watch English for to be like Indian kind of people. They do never watch. I strongly advise to all my students. So hopefully this introduction part of today will be quite conducive, quite helpful and quite fruitful to all my beloved and bona fide students. Till the time, take care of yourself and be as serious and be bootstrapper. Thank you. Good luck for you.